So what we have here is a little layout of what we see as a head office and some branch offices. So everything on this table that we're looking at here, this is what we're calling the headquarters site. So we have Switchvox, Digium, IPPBX. This is running into our 500 box. So this is our biggest MSBG box. This is our 250 concurrent call box. And then we have our wireless solution with our WLAN controller and then our AP50s. A little PoE switch, Polycom phones, and this laptop. To connect this to the internet, I've created a little internet back here with a router. I've done that via Ethernet through our 500. And then this laptop over here is our SIP server. So I've got a SIP server, a video server, TFTP and FTP servers all kind of built into this. I have this sitting out in this little closed loop internet here. And then I have this side connected up to the SIP server via SIP trunking. So that's kind of this headquarters model. And then we have our the little Polycom SIP Wi-Fi phones connected into the Digium also. So that's kind of the headquarters model that we have here. Then down here on the ends now, we have our branch offices. So we have branch office 1, which is running through our 200 box. We have our laptop and hard IP phone, and then this is our competitor's box. Same setup, same phones, same soft clients, kind of all these pieces together. Both of these are Ethernet boxes, and I've run them back to our internet. And again, I have these all set at about a meg. So I've locked them both down, given them the same bandwidth, same allocation, and then I have the same files running on both of these laptops. So you can see here I've got streaming video running to our video player out here at the service provider. Then I have soft clients that you see here. I've got these u4ea clients calling back to the main headquarters for real-time video. And then what I'm going to do now is I'm going to establish some phone calls from end to end here. Just to establish some of these site-to-site calls. Are you familiar with Polycom phones? Okay, so I'm using the Polycom diagnostic tools here to kind of show what's going to transpire when I put a little load on the network here. So you can see right now, normal conditions, everything happening. We're almost identical on packet loss and jitter, as we would expect with just a couple phone calls and not a lot of information going across. If we look at the video going across these screens, back to headquarters, real time, no speculation, good quality. The video's all running fine. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually do a little a demonstration here, and I'm going to put some load on both these boxes. So over on our box here, I'm going to run a little FTP script. Again, I'm just running this back over to our service provider. And I'm going to do the same thing on our competitor's box here. Now, one of the first things you're going to notice is the video locks. And we're going to see the video kind of coming up and down on here. The reason for that, again, is with our competitor's QoS mechanism, it's really set up and it's really built to deal with voice, and there's not any protection happening for any TCP applications. I've used our patented QoS mechanism, our GOS, to protect the video on this side. So you see no changes in the streaming video on ours. And then if you come over here to the far end, you're going to notice that packet loss is still 0. They're still protecting that, but notice what's happened to the jitter. So we stayed at our, that 11 to 12, and now we're, well above the 120 milliseconds that we want. Now, this is just a little FTP file, so it's not doing a ton. Now what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to run a network performance tool, this IP performance, and I'm really just going to load up this whole link on both sides here. Okay, so now I'm really saturating the link on both sides. Again, now you'll see I'm not getting any acknowledgments at all, so the video's gone. And then if you'll look at the far end here on our video, Now if you'll notice, this one over here is our box, this one over here is our competitor's box. And if you'll notice,
Huge delay.
exactly, so on the left you're seeing real time, on the right you're seeing pixelation, you're seeing, you know, quite a bit of delay. And now if we look at the polycoms, you're going to see, you know, packet loss starting to spike up, and if I actually talk over to the other side, you can see massive amounts of delay.
Absolutely unacceptable.
And if I do the same thing on our, this is the phone through our Fusion box, so we have real-time audio.
Very cool stuff.
So that's our show and tell
Very
on here.
cool.
Pretty